Guys, Deluded Gouiri. Now, with the under-17s World Cup out of the way, I thought, as usual, you saw with the Euros and stuff, I'd give you the players that have caught my eye. Now, let's just crack straight into it. I'm going to start with Brazil. You guys know I have a bias to Brazil. We're going to win World Cup next year, 2018. You lot can come and banter me and bring up these videos if we don't. But yeah, I was impressed by the winger, Paulinho. If he wasn't assisting, he was doing something. Like, I'm pretty sure he got a couple goals. Don't quote me on that. But he was exciting, man. He was a throwback winger, classic Brazilian. He wants to take people on. Can improve getting his head up, but he caught my eye. Wesley, the right back. Modern day fullback, there's not much more to be said. He gets forward, he's got an engine. He impressed me. Lincoln, I feel he could develop a lot more, and it's probably not the time for big clubs to go in for him, but he was a decent striker. So that's who impressed me out of the Brazilians. Turkey impressed me. I cannot say his name. Forgive me for the pronunciation, people. Pronunciation police that are in all my vids, allow me. I cannot. I'm just a simple man who loves football, and I mean no bad intentions if I get the names wrong. So I'm going to try. It's Atalay Babakan. Forgive me, I know I didn't say that right. Number 10, he was silky, good technical quality. He had an eye for a pass. I was very impressed with him. So yeah. Mexico, someone caught my eye. He played decent in all the games, but it was against England he actually caught my eye. I think it's Lunes or Lanes. He's the fullback. He's a winger, but he was almost like a fullback against England. Up and down, switching flanks. I think he bagged 2 goals as well. He caught my eye. Allegedly, Liverpool are interested in him. So that's a good move for him. I have no clue what club he plays for, but assuming it's not a well-known club or it's a club in his homeland, in his home country, that's a come-up. I don't know if he can get work permits and them things, but he excited me. Right, my belly is growling, man. I need that Indomie noodles. But yeah, the Spaniards, Sergio Gomez. Now, I was upset. Allegedly plays for Barcelona. I was upset. I was like, cool, there's none of this Cesc Fabregas thing for Arsenal to have. Then he's done. It makes me wonder, La Masia got all these... He's 17, so he's not ready for first team like that, of course. But it makes me wonder, La Masia's got a pipeline. What's going on with the first team? You saw him bag 2 goals against England. He got 4 goals in all comps, in all the games, 2 in the final. He's a silky player, he can play as a 10, he can play as a flanks. Typical Spanish player, technical quality, eye for a pass, comfortable with the ball. Typical Barcelona player, like Moha. I have no clue who he plays for, but he was playing like I don't want to say an 8 and a central midfielder. He was small, but his height had nothing to do with it. He was throwing his body around, he was getting in tackles, he was contributing with the passing and things like that. He had a good engine, man. That's what impressed me. Ferran Torres as well. He's a good crossover ball. He's got good movement, whether it was going out to the flanks or coming in inside. He made the difference. If he wasn't scoring or assisting, he was making the difference for Spain. So he impressed me. Another one that impressed me as well, Adel Ruiz. I hope I've said his name. The striker. He didn't really, out of 10, I give him a 6. I'm not gonna gas him and be like, oh, but he caught my eye a bit. And he plays for Barcelona, so he can't be half bad. And we'll see where he develops. So yeah. Germany, again, you guys are going to have to forgive me for this name. Creative midfielder. He likens himself to Ozil. Ozil's his idol. I really want this guy, man. He has crazy vision, crazy intelligence, crazy movement. The way he draws fouls and his link-up play. I have a lot of time for him. Elias, Abouchabaka. I hope I said his name correctly. People, E30. For the Germans as well, I wasn't impressed generally with the Germans. They had I can't remember the black guy, the fullback. I can't remember his name. He played in the under-17s championships as well. I liked him, but I've told you, man, about Up. He went and scored the other day for Hamburg's first team as well. Up is 30, man, and I don't think he's ready for a big move as yet. But I'd watch him over the next 18 months. If I'm Arsenal, I'm trying to get him, you know. He likens himself to Harry Kane. He models himself to Harry Kane. So maybe Spurs want to sniff him for that. Make of that what you will. Guinea, some players impressed me. Toure, I think his name begins with an F. I can't remember his name. Forgive me. He's 14. He was doing his thing. He bagged against Iran. He caught my eye. Could play in a lot of positions. Conte. I hope I've said his name right. Conte, the Ghanaian left back or right back. He was a full back. I'm pretty sure he was a left back, but I don't want to give you guys incorrect information. Again, like Wesley of Brazil. Not scared to get forward. He was a tough tackler. He covered his centre-half well. He impressed me. Paraguay, Fernando Cardozo, I hope I've said his name correctly, caught my eye as well. For France, it's the usual suspects as well from the Euros, the under-17s Euros. Gouiri bagged enough goals. He showed a lot of maturity. There was a game they were battering one team, and he could have grabbed more goals, but he got his head up and played someone in. And Lyon got a real player in that, and I really would like him at this club. You guys have seen me talk about him quite a lot. So him. Gomez as well, the centre, Claudio Gomez of PSG, almost like Kante, man, the captain doing his thing. I want him as well. Kakare caught my eye, the 10. I've actually got a video coming out about him, so stay tuned for that. I cannot say his name, but Gibels of Lyon caught my eye. Yachin Adli, another star, a star next to his name, because I really want this guy, man. He's quality, bros, people. He's quality. The passing, the movement, he's strong. He can drift, he can play on the flanks. If I'm Arsenal, I'm trying to convince him to come, you know. I'm telling him that the pathway is clear here. PSG are going against Woo and RR and all them players. I'll be trying to get him. Lenny Pinto also caught my eye as well. Allegedly, Arsenal interested in him. I cannot remember the game, but he did one lovely dribbling run and then smacked it in. Loved it, all of that. Love to see that. Throwback full and winger. For England, I don't like naming the English players because you've seen them, and I don't want to sound like a broken record. Sancho, he didn't play in the final, but the star man. Steven Sessegnon caught my eye. I know his twin brothers rated a lot, and he's hardly spoken about in comparison, but they've got a very good right back in there, and if Fulham can hold on to both of them in either position, they got something special. Gouiri caught my eye. Hudson-Odoi caught my eye. Foden is 30. Brewster's bagging enough goals, so he's got to be there. Oakley Booth, Spurs have a very good player in him, to be honest, and I'm keen to see how he develops. Rowe was on the bench, and he didn't really have a chance to show himself in the World Cup, but he made the difference whenever he came on. You saw the movement, you saw the runs, you saw what he did at Arsenal for them. So I have to hail him up. Obviously, there's an Arsenal bias. I got to hail up the Arsenal men. Couple other players, generally speaking, throughout this whole World Cup caught my eye, but these are just the ones that I would like, yeah. Out of this, if I could only have 2 players to come to Arsenal, let me not lie, 3. I'm saying Abouchabaka, I'm saying Yachin Adli, and I'm saying Claudio Gomez. I'm saying Gouiri as well, so that's 4 guys, man. I just love these players. But guys, the Goon, I'm signing out. If you've got any players that caught your eye and I haven't mentioned them, hit me up, man. I'm out.